Somewhere in the world, every 3 seconds, a child dies from a completely preventable illness like diarrhea or pneumonia. And we're here today because we know it's possible to change this. And the message is that people want to see change. People are demanding action, and they're watching, and they want to see results. And I'd like to thank the Emmy Award-winning actress Claire Danes and a Save the Children supporter for joining us today to put her thumbprint to join others from around the world to help finish this installation and to say a few words.
It's such a privilege to be here. It's such a vital, worthy cause, and the death rate is extraordinary and, so largely preventable. The solutions are really quite simple and really quite accessible. A mosquito net, a vaccination, an antibiotic can literally save lives. So we need to encourage these world leaders who are coming together this week to review their pledge to end the child mortality rate by 2/3 by the year 2015. And this is just such a hopeful, creative way to encourage that sense of personal accountability.
And then back to the middle?
Yeah. By yourself, and then we'll say yes.
And one more time?
She hasn't told me.
To the middle?
I took
And right back in the middle? Thank you. Thank you.
What?
Oh, double hands.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here to support Save the Children's Everyone campaign that encourages world leaders to take action and reduce child mortality by 2/3 by the year 2015. Hopefully that's a goal we can actually realize. We have a cause to call attention to, and yeah, I mean, I think it's so reassuring to realize that these seemingly impossible, abstract, looming problems like child mortality, they can just seem overwhelming. And when you realize that real action can be taken to incur real positive change, it's just a great relief. And we can feel a little removed sometimes in New York. We're so privileged, and it's really important to pause every so often and realize that we're in a broader context, and there are great dangers out there, and it's everybody's responsibility to make sure that everybody lives, safely. It's hard to resist an opportunity to get involved with something so valuable.
What Save the Children is doing is running a campaign to put pressure on the world leaders meeting at the UN this week in New York to get them to do much more to save the lives of children who are dying at a really unacceptable rate in the 21st century. A child dies nearly every 3 seconds from completely preventable illnesses, things like diarrhea or pneumonia. So today, Save the Children was running a moment where we were gathering the attention around this fantastic piece of art, which is created by people's thumbprints, people who have given their thumbs up to saving children's lives. There's 3 million people around the world in 40 countries who have lent their support to saving children's lives. And so this is quite a powerful message to these world leaders to say that, people are watching, they want action, they want to see results. And that's the pressure that we're going to be keeping up on the months and years ahead to make sure that those children's lives really are saved. Well, what we know is that politicians will only act when their constituencies put them under pressure to act. I mean, if their people aren't asking them to do, to save children's lives, and if the message is that it's not important, then that's the way that they will make their decisions, and they will focus on other things. But we know from experience that when 1 million people, in this case 3 million people, all raise their voices or give their thumbprints, then world leaders really do start to listen.
The aim of this summit is to really inject some urgency at reaching all 8 of these Millennium Development Goals in the next 5 years. You could get all the kids who aren't in school in the world into school for £16 billion. We're going to do our bit from Britain. Indeed, Britain is listened to at this summit with some respect because we have made it clear that we will stand by our commitments to reach 0.7% of our gross national income from 2013 spent on development, even though obviously the new British government has inherited a very difficult financial position. Nevertheless, we're not going to seek to balance the books on the backs of the poorest people in the world. We mustn't discriminate. We must do our very best on each of the MDGs in each of the 5 years till 2015 to achieve these goals. And that's what we want from this summit. We want an agenda for action, an unremitting program to make sure we achieve these goals.